mountains of garbage, we've had fires, we've had deaths, we've had stabbings.
A city overwhelmed by a homeless crisis. Tonight we look at how the issue has grown out of control in Salem and what the city plans to do about it. Thanks for joining us for KOIN 6 News at 6. I'm Elizabeth Din.
And I'm Dan Tilken in for Jeff tonight. On Tuesday, the city of Salem will start moving homeless people out of city parks after allowing them to camp there for more than a year, and that caused an outcry from those who live nearby.
This also the latest controversial move in the homeless crisis. First, Salem City Council banned people from sitting or lying on sidewalks. That was last spring. The mayor says it was an effort to keep homeless people from camping in front of downtown businesses.
But during the pandemic, the city decided to allow several hundred campers to stay at Wallace Marine and Cascades Gateway parks. Neighbors say it's devolved into crime, chaos, and human suffering.
You know, initially there were supposed to be restrictions on where the campers were supposed to be and where they weren't supposed to be. They've just been totally ignored. There's been virtually no enforcement at all. You know, it's just a disaster.
Tonight, our Elise Haas brings us her special report after talking with businesses, neighbors, the homeless and their advocates, as well as government leaders, all in search of difficult solutions.
Everybody who lives in this area is outraged.
Corey Poole is the chair of the Southeast Mill Creek Neighborhood Association. He says there once beautiful parks where people used to play disc golf and go fishing and walk their dogs is now the site of human suffering.
It has been completely destroyed. I mean, we have mountains of garbage, we've had fires, we've had deaths, we've had stabbings. Crime rates in the area have skyrocketed. There's been virtually no oversight.
Poole says the city left people in the camps with little to no facilities or running water. And now crime and fear of crime has become unbearable next door in the neighborhood that's meant for senior citizens.
The reason it became so bad is the city council did not want to see them downtown. Put them next to those old people, they won't complain. We've been held hostage here for 16 months, and all they do is talk, 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 talk.
I stepped into the camps to talk to the people living here about the neighborhood's concerns.
I mean, I can see where they're coming from too, like it's not cool.
At 30 years old, Jennifer DOWSE tells me she's disabled and has been homeless on and off for a decade and hates the stigma.
There are some really good people out here, but then there's the ones that are just not there or like to start fights or just whatever in general. But not all of us are bad.
Rosa Morton is living the same struggle.
I know that I've witnessed overdoses, violence, unmitigated violence, people literally losing their minds from not receiving the help that they deserve. These are not people who are trying to mooch off the system. These are people who the system has hurt from the government not acting like it's supposed to.
Salem's homeless advocates, tasked with trying to get the hardest to house connected to resources, admitted that while allowing camping in the park has helped them keep track of people in need, it hasn't gone well.
High density, unmanaged, there was high victimization within the camps. It was not always a safe place to be.
The mayor said the same himself.
What we got really was just an kind of overrunning of all of these two major parks here in our community, to the point that the public began to really, I think, rightly complain and be very concerned.
Some of the crimes have been caught on surveillance cameras. Salem police arrested a man living in the Cascades Gateway Park for arson, which burned down this nearby storage building, causing more than $1 million in damage. Police also arrested people living in Wallace Marine Park for tens of thousands of dollars in theft at RUDYS Steakhouse.
It's a standard thing for me to show up and the windows are broken. Oh, somebody broke into the butcher shop. There's, $20,000 of stuff missing. Oh, somebody broke into the walk-in freezer. Oh, somebody, broke into an employee's car.
ROBBIE KUNKE has donated $10,000 to the Union Gospel Mission to help feed the homeless. But he and his employees say their donations of food won't fix the deep-rooted issues. He and his staff want to see accountability through jail time, as well as mental health and rehab resources.
At the same time, we all understand resources don't just happen overnight. So in the meantime, there definitely needs to be accountability held for people and for their actions.
I would argue that jail alone does not deter crime, nor does it prevent crime in the future.
The Marion County Undersheriff and a Salem police lieutenant assured me they're still arresting people for crimes and setting court dates. But the reality is that the jail can't hold nonviolent offenders with limited COVID capacity. And it's hard to hold people accountable who are living on the primitive fringes of society.
For years and years and years, it's been a continual defunding of those systems that wrap around and protect people to where now they are out on the street.
We need mental health services, we need housing services, we need addiction services. We need to address this on a multifaceted level. And sadly, it's not a problem singularly for law enforcement to solve.
Within days, the city will start dispersing the camps. In the short term, service providers will try to connect people living in the parks to resources. A dozen folks will go to open shelter beds, but inevitably, many will move their camp to somewhere else in Salem.
That's hard for the community to digest as a whole, right? But long term, there are strategies on the table.
Some solutions are coming soon. In mid-June, the Union Gospel Mission Shelter will house 150 men. In July, a city outdoor managed camp will help 60. In August, a hotel program will house 100. But keep in mind the size of the problem. Salem officials estimate there's approximately 1,800 homeless people.
Various types.
The mayor is calling on the governor, asking for help with land and properties, like the fairgrounds, Mill Creek and Hillcrest correctional facilities, as options to house or treat addicts. He wants the state to streamline licensing of mental health facilities because it takes 6 years to get one open. Time is often the enemy to bring safety and security to people like Rosa. She's been on the low-income housing waiting list for the past 2 years.
It's a song that never ends. They're turning low-income people into criminals and not helping them. It's the government's fault. City government, you know, it's kind of a class war. And it shouldn't be like that.
Our reality is decades in the making. After a lack of investment in mental health treatment, an increase in drug addiction, and the rapid rise in housing costs, all brought to a head in the pandemic. Experts in social services and government leaders tell me it is going to take changing laws, a lot of money, and time to fix broken programs and broken people. Elise Haas, KOIN 6 News.